see, this is normal house sounds. Let's see how I have like sound coming from the front door. See the weird sounds front door? This is like a small, quiet, dead-end street. That's what people tell me. We live on as well, quiet, dead-end street. But yes, we have a little bit of extra construction in the, in the suburb. But like yesterday when I go outside, if I go outside, it's right outside the door, as you can hopefully hear, but it's not real loud, but it's, and then we have the army operatives walking around in their army uniform, but it's like work clothes, but that's actually their uniform because they're all the same colour. They're all part of the, you could say they're part of the inner west section of Sydney Council. In other words, all these kind of councils, workforces, basically everything's connected, everything's combined because they're all using computer technology to communicate with one another, and they're all the same type of being. So, and if I looked outside the door here now, if I actually looked like and opened the door, I would be able to show you that, see, the patrollers, even though they're part of the workforce, but that's just, see how they all have the orange colours on. But also there are civilians coming at me right, left and centre, even though I can't show it because I'd have to open the door and then they can see me too much and then I'm filming them. But I've already had like 3 people just in the space of a few seconds that are outside the door. 2 of them in civilian clothes, even though they're like plainclothes army operatives or plainclothes police officers or plainclothes. So there was another one that just went past, but that same one is just patrolling around, but I'm too slow because I should keep the mobile here. But then again, they don't have to show themselves too, see, so, and also I'm filming, but it's very hard to show because I'm watching them, but they're also watching me, so they know that I'm standing at the door with the mobile. See, so they don't have to patrol around, but they don't mind doing it because they've got their stage work production, so they're like, we're legitimate. She is, like not making any sense, because if they stage these work productions everywhere you go, and they do, that's how you know that it's staged and false, because you couldn't possibly have all these set up work situations and people coming in and out of houses in the space of a block. On a block you could, yesterday I had like people coming out of houses every 2nd or 3rd house. Someone would come out of the house showing that they basically don't even live there, or that they're, by the computer system programmed to come out to patrol you, because basically they want to confine you, they want to get rid of you, because this is a gradual energy attack on your body and your mind. They're actually trying to get rid of the human race, because these are those that are connected to the internet worldwide computer spider squad. So they are cyborgs. They're transhuman humans. I'm transhuman too, but I'm not a willing participant. I'm transhuman and connected to them and to their computer system and to their minds, but I haven't chose that. It's been done, against my will. But either way, that sound is coming from the front door. See here, this is the front door. And coming into the house, but the mobile won't pick it up, unfortunately. It has to be very loud for the mobile to pick up these house sounds. I'm just saying that it's a very artificial intelligent reality, even though they pretend they're real humans. But then if I come to this end of the house, but they've stopped doing this now, they were banging at this end. So basically I've got a sound system around me, which I actually do have. I'm trying to show that I don't have to show that it's all around me, I just have to show that it's continual. And that is continual because that sound is coming into the house from the front door. But before I turned the mobile on, it was coming from the back part, this back door and the front door. So in other words, every part. And if I go up the stairs, up to the bedroom like I showed yesterday, the same thing. This fella here on this video is showing the same thing, but I think he might be on the level a real one, but he's the only real one on the entire internet, or maybe the second real one, to my knowledge. And of course, how many people watch this person? Hardly any, none. And it was years ago he gave it away. Whereas the ones that, anyone that gets more than, anyone that has more than 1,000 subscribers is part of the internet, Android, human mind control computer system. So they're all android beings pretending to be real humans. I don't care if they're showing and talking the truth and telling you exactly what I'm saying and exactly what this fella's saying. They are not for real. They are, and don't forget, perpetrators of this system, like Lucifer, knows more about human beings than what human beings know about themselves and other human beings and the world. So don't forget, if you're on the other side, it's like you know as much about, it's a bit like the police know as much about criminals or have to be a great criminal in order to, get the crime solved. So in other words, they are of the dark side, but the dark side are the patrollers. So naturally, if the patrollers pretend to be the real humans and pretend that they're the ones being patrolled, of course they know every single detail of the patrol system. They can tell you exactly what I'm telling you now. They can tell you that they're experiencing that because they're the ones doing it. Those workforce out there, these people out here, these army workforce out here could easily make a video and say they're a victim of this army workforce because they know everything that's going on. See, here we have the army truck outside. See, every day you have an army truck outside. It looks like a work truck, but it's a big army vehicle disguised as a work truck. And we have the workforce on both sides of me. See how I'm surrounded? Workforce here, see? See the workforce there? And see, the workforce is pulling out now as soon as I pointed the mobile at. See, the army tank is pulling out, going away. It didn't want to come up. Normally it would come right up in front and stop in front and suppress and patrol me. But it looks as though it is going to rain today. It looks as though it is going to rain, and the roof there that the army workforce came out and said we'll fix the roof, and they basically just surrounded the house, but they did not fix the roof. As you can see, it's still wide open there. So basically everything they do is staged. They'll leave that there for a year or two until it causes damage or distress or something.